Aloha Cousins, welcome to the dorm here again, and I am so sorry this video coming out a little bit later than what I wanted to, but this is the regional variants of all the Pokemon in the game. So like the Bulbasaur, the Squirtle, the Charmander, we're going to go through each and every single one of them. It's going to be a little bit of a lackluster video, but it's one of those I wanted to at least go over what the regional variants were and what the fakemon were. Because from Atomic Creator? No. That's not his name. I'm so sorry. I'm not getting your name right now. I'm not getting it right now. Where is it? No, not that. Atomic Reactor. He did tell me how to get to the post game, and normally I would like to go to the post game and stuff like that, but it's kind of one of those. I do apologize if this sounds bad, but I'm ready to go to the next game. Now, I might do the post game by itself, and I will have to go back in every single video and this video, put the link to this game down below so that way y'all can play this game for yourself and check out the post game. I'm pretty sure it's an amazing post game. Pretty sure it's got a bunch of stuff. And even then, I might make a video about it. I don't know. But I know we're at least going to show off the regional variants and the fakemon in this game because I loved a lot of them. I loved almost every single one of them. I loved a lot of the fakemons. I loved a lot of the regional variants of this Bulbasaur right here. I loved it so much. But we're just going to go over them real quick. So we have the Egho Bulbasaur. It is a grass rock type. It has rough skin and poison point, or hit ability poison point. Not really worried about egg groups and stuff like that, but the Pokedex entry says, the plants that grow Bulbasaur uses body for nutrients. Bulbasaur relies on the plant for protection. And normally you would get this as a starter. Now I think that's still the base stats are still the same, but wait, actually no, I think they changed them. Because as a regional variant, it's got more attack instead of more, special attack, other way around. But this is all the type effectiveness and stuff like that. This is the moves that Bulbasaur can learn by leveling up. We can go through TMs and stuff like that. But like, it's actually got a really decent moveset. And by move tutor. Wow, I didn't know you could learn that by move tutor. Okay. And then there's a lot with breeding. And then this is the evolution. It goes from Bulbasaur to Iggy, the Ivysaur, and then the Venusaur. We're still going to cover those two. We're just not going to go all the way down here. But this is what the shiny looks like as well. And I'm sorry, I think the shiny looks amazing. I think the shiny does look amazing. That looks really amazing. But we're going to go ahead and go to the next one, which is Ivysaur. Still rough skin or poison point with the hit ability poison point. Pokedex entry says, as the body of Ivysaur dries up, it grows a patch of dense vines that aid it in battle. Nice, actually. So we're still going with the physical attack buff. We're still got the same effectiveness and stuff like that. I think it's pretty much the same moves. You just learn have a Thorn Whip as an egg move. And then that's the TMs and all that stuff. I'm not really worried about the breeding moves. I want to see the shiny. Ooh, I like the shiny. I love that the cactus is going blue. I love that. That's kind of cool. I like that. So then we're going to go to the last line, which is Venusaur. Hidden ability is Sandstream now. Okay, that's actually not that bad. It raises his special defense a lot. That's actually really good. And it has rough skin or solid rock. Solid rock is amazing, actually. If you don't know, it makes it to where super effective moves are no longer super effective. So it's kind of like Filter from Mr. Mime. So basically he has like no weaknesses, which is actually kind of nice for him, honestly. Pokedex entry says, large thorn-covered brambles protect an aged cactus. Small rodent Pokemon tend to make nests in the dry grass patches at the base of his cactus. That's actually kind of nice. You know, it's kind of got that Torterra vibes a little bit. I kind of like that, actually. Like I said, we're still staying with the attack. This is the type of effectiveness right here. This is the level up, which sees that you get Bulldoze as a level 0. As the TM, wow, only 1 TM. Oh, okay. No by tutoring, no by breeding, and this is the shiny. Like I said, I love how the cactus went blue. Because like the going from the gray to purple is like there's a nice little bit aesthetic, but I love how the cactus, you get to actually see where the shininess comes from the cactus. But that's from the Venusaur line. We have the Charmander line here. It is a fire and dragon. Oop, didn't mean to do that, my bad. It is a fire and dragon type. Has oblivious or competitive. Okay. Entry states, a small dragon Pokemon that enjoys a competitive bout. As it battles, the flame on its tail gets hotter. Okay. You would get this from having the starter, and it looks like they're going for a minimum or more of a special attacker with a little bit of speed. Okay. This is the type effectiveness, and this is the level moves it can learn by level up. This is the TMs that it can learn. Pretty decent TM list. And wow, a lot of TM move tutor TMs. I know Bulbasaur didn't learn a lot until it was Ivysaur, then it went to Venusaur, just didn't learn anything. Either that or it wasn't updated, because this is the Pokemon Infinity Wiki, so I'm not sure if it's 100% updated by everything. But we got the breeding moves. This goes from Egho Charmander to Egho Charmeleon to Egho Charizard. It's green. I like it. It's green. Okay, I'm sorry. So far, I love the blue cactus, but the green is a good aesthetic. The green is a good aesthetic. But we're going to go to Charmeleon. Still has Oblivious and Competitive. Pokedex entry says, without pity, its sharp claws destroys foes. If it encounters a strong enemy, it becomes agitated, and the flame on its tail flares with a bluish-white color. Okay, I like that so far. I like that. Still going with the, okay, so now we got a massive buff in special attack and speed, which I kind of like, actually. Still the same type of effectiveness. There's no zero egg moves, although there is Nail Flick. I don't know what that is. It looks like it's a new move. It's like one Nostril Flare and other stuff like that. This is the TMs. It's got a pretty decent set of TMs. It still's got a pretty decent by move tutor. What is a shiny? Oh, I love it. Basically, the shiny looks like a Chinese dragon. And I love that, actually. It looks like an actual dragon with the colors of the shiny. So we know Charizard's going to be really good. Charizard has Levitate or Competitive and a hidden ability Intimidate. I like the Levitate part because it gets rid of one of the weaknesses. And even with Intimidate, you can still keep the ground weakness, but having it have Intimidate makes it a great, like, physical checker. And then a powerful dragon Pokemon that is said to be hard to tame. Likes to soar high above the clouds. Okay, so yeah, we went straight with special attack and speed and a little bit of attack, but not that much. I think it still kept the same effectiveness. Dragon Pulse is now zero egg move. It has a lot of level 1 moves. And you have some special moves here, but I think a lot of it's going to be from like TMs. Yeah, because it has a lot of physical types for being a special type. Kind of reminds me of Sceptile a little bit. I think you're going to learn a lot more move tutor by breeding. You'll learn a little bit of stuff here. And, I was right. It's basically just a Chinese dragon, which I'm sorry. The shiny looks amazing. Like regular Charizard looks amazing, but just the fact that the shiny looks like a regular Chinese dragon. I'm sorry. To me, that is definitely beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to have to go up here. And then we're going to go into the Squirtle line. I don't think there's that many, so I don't know how long this video is going to be. But I do know we're here for the ride. We're here for the whole ride. It has a Serene Grace or Overcoat, which Serene Grace on a little Pokemon like this is amazing, actually, honestly. Pokedex entry says, Squirtle produces a small cloud as a tail that they can use to float on top and keep itself cool. They can often be found snoozing, sprawled on their own cloud. And I forgot to say, right now it is a pure water type. Huh, so Squirtle starts out as a single starter type. Okay. As a starter, looks like you're going for defense and special defense. Okay, so it looks like you're going for more of a tank. These are the weaknesses with it being a regular water type. Nimbus Fist is a new one. It's probably, Foggy Strike is a new move. So Nimbus Fist and Foggy Strike are normal fakemon moves. This is the teams they can learn. This is the move tutor, which looks like a pretty decent move tutor, actually. Breeding looks like a pretty decent. It goes from the Egho Squirtle, Egho Wartortle, Egho Blastoise, and the shiny's red. It makes me think of Lakitu, honestly. It makes me think of Lakitu, which I'm sorry, it was kind of cool, actually. Then we have the Egho Wartortle, still Serene Grace or Overcoat. Now it gains the flying type, and it says Wartortle's body starts to develop even more cloud forms, allowing it to temporarily hover sometimes. He uses the cloud as a cloak during foggy days. That's not bad, actually. Still going with the defensive tank over here, although the HP stat, but the defense and special defense is really good on this guy. Especially with it being a flying type, being defensive is really good, actually. Trying to think of anything else. There's a move called Hold Back it might learn. Typhoon, I know, is another one. I think I've encountered the Blastoise with Typhoon, which I'm sorry, it's crazy. That move is crazy. No TM or HM or tutors, so that may be just because it hasn't been updated. Still pretty decent. It learns Water Spout? Holy crap. Like, that's actually an insane move for it to learn Water Spout. Holy crap, I just realized that. Oh, I love the red. Okay. Charizard's still halfway my favorite shiny because it just makes it to a Chinese dragon. But Blastoise is a close second. So it has Spring Grace or Drizzle and even hidden ability Snow Warning. So honestly, out of the three that I saw, I think the most versatile is the Blastoise. Because with Serene Grace, with a bunch of like flinching moves from the flying, water type moves, even ice type moves with the freeze, like that's really good. Drizzle just boosts his own water type moves, which is really good. And Drizzle can also help set up a rain team. And this Pokemon, I'm pretty sure, is very bulky. And then having Snow Warning is actually a decent ability because I think it can learn like Blizzard and stuff. Blastoise drift around at high in the sky, forming ice crystals on their shell that they use in battle once they've landed. So that's why he has a Snow Warning ability. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's really cool, actually. I like that a lot. Okay, so we did raise the special attack, which is nice, and then we still kept the 2 defenses really high. I like that, actually. This is really good. This is weaknesses. Foggy Strike Still, Nimbus Fist, Hold Back, Typhoon. Wow, you get a lot of moves, honestly. I think out of all the 3, I think he gets the most, actually. I don't remember 100%. This is all the TMs it can learn. This is all the move tutor it can learn. Okay, it's kind of funny. Wartortle can get Water Spout, but Blastoise cannot. I don't know if they just didn't realize that or what. I'm not sure. But with it, especially being able to learn Roost, it gets rid of the flying, so it gets rid of the quad weak to electric. And the final shiny, ooh, I love the red. I love the red. It gives me like halfway Bowser vibes. If like Bowser was all about like water instead of fire, it gives me Bowser vibes, which I kind of like actually. That's really cool. We're gonna go to the next mon. That's not the next mon. Okay, so it went straight to the Pokedex. It didn't stay with the fakemon for me, so give me just 1 second. I may have to cut after each line because it's going round and round. The original variants have their own little list, but it's in a Pokedex list, not just in a regional variant list, because it makes sense as why in a Pokedex it just lets you know the shortcut to the regional variants. So I may have to cut between lines, which is, you know, fine. But we have an Egho Shelter. I don't think we ever got to saw this in the game. I'm not 100% sure, but I love the fact that it looks like the tail from a Slowbro. I just love that fact. That is so cool how they made how the creator made a Pokemon from the Slowpoke tail. I mean, the Slowbro tail with the little figures, the little dude and stuff like that. That's just so cool. It's a Water Steel type with Iron Barbs and Super Luck. Okay, I kind of like that. This shelter can oftentimes be found attached to a Slowbro. When removed and left alone, it will hunt down other sea creatures to fend on. So this is pretty much a shelter. This shelter happens whenever a Slowbro gets Sorry, I can't speak. The Egho Shelter happens whenever it gets removed from the Slowbro and is just left by itself. Then it's like, oh crap, I gotta live. So basically, okay, so it's kind of like one of those, if Slowbro were to die or somehow lose its tail, the tail became its own Pokemon, which is kind of nice, actually. You can get it with fishing, which is kind of cool, actually. Oh, you can also get one for a trade, too. It's kind of nice. Amazing defense stat. Holy crap, that is amazing defense stat. Type effectiveness. This is the moves it can learn. I'm not really seeing any new moves it can learn, but it can learn a lot of moves and Shell Smash, so that's pretty good, actually. By TMs and everything, by the move tutor, which is actually kind of decent. Okay. That kind of failed to put some of the code there. Okay, so prior evolution. So wait, does a shelter go into Egho Shelter? We're about to find out, because it's about to tell me. Oh! Okay. I get it now. So the shelter evolves into Egho Shelter. That's actually kind of cool, actually, and it makes sense. Because the shelter has to clamp onto a Slowpoke tail for even to evolve into an Egho Shelter to where it looks like that. That's actually kind of nice. And then we have the second evolution, which I did get to face, which is a Skull Kraken. Ooh, okay. It's gold. I like that. Is gold. I like that a lot. So then we have this final evolution. So it goes from Shelter to Egho Shelter, and then finally Skull Kraken. That's kind of nice, actually, because like it shows that even though Shelter became part of Slowbro, this fakemon showed that it could still make a Pokemon by itself, which is so cool, honestly. Ability Iron Barbs with the hidden ability of Super Luck. Entry says a metal shell encasing a vicious sea creature. Its claws can rip through the steel hull of a ship. Legend has it that a giant Skull Kraken exists in the vast oceans. Oh, it's the Kraken! It's the Kraken! Wow, really good, really good defense and really good special defense. Like, this thing is a wall. And with it being water and steel type, not many weaknesses. Only weak to fighting, ground, and electric. Like, that's really good for a wall, honestly. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's any more, like, new moves that I might be able to learn. Because I've heard of all of these, so we're still good. But it still has a decent moveset, honestly. You can make a special or physical. It makes me think of, like, Torkoal, but for water. Okay, I like the move tutor moves and stuff like that. And then prior evolution, you learn a bunch of other stuff. And I like the shiny. I like the shiny. That's really nice. I like the shiny. To me, it looks like a regular octopus a little bit, but it's just one of those, like, I love the fact that it's all golden. That's so cool. Okay, now we are back with the Egho Grimer. Now, this is Pokemon we did use in our team, so we do know at least all the evolutions, but we don't know all, like, the hidden stats and stuff like that. But basically, it is a poison and rock type now, and it has Stench or Flare boost with a hidden ability of Poison Touch, which is actually kind of nice. Stench is not too bad. Flare Blues is pretty good, though. I think, like, if you get hit with a fire type move, it either boosts, like, attack or speed or something like that, which is actually pretty good. I like that, actually. But this version of Grimer is made of hot asphalt. Often used in cities to help fill potholes, Pokemon's body reaches temperatures of just over 300 degrees. You can get it from the maintenance tunnel, or you can get the static one over in Hasteport City. A lot of HP, a lot of attack, some special attack, but not that much. It's got its weaknesses, and it's one of those with it being poison and ground, poison and steel. I can see it being quite weight to ground. Let me see. Nothing. I like the moveset, but no new moves. This is the TMs for it. If you want to go through it, you can. Move tutor. Oh, I can learn Dragon Pulse. Actually, not that bad. Arcane Superpower, though, is pretty good, actually. Like I said, it goes from Egho Grimer to Egho Muck, and then Uzma, which I really like. And, ooh, I like the shiny. It basically just looks like a sand, which is actually kind of cool. So I'm curious about how the Uzma is going to look like. But then we have Egho Muck, with still the same abilities, Stench, Flare Boost, and Poison Touch. Pecodic's entry says, as Muck traverses urban areas, various debris and items get stuck in it. The differing street signs that end up in Muck help set it apart from one another. Okay. So no Muck is the same because they're each going to have different, like, building components inside of it. That's kind of nice. I like that. Still amazing HP and attack, but special attack is catching up. Special attack is very much catching up. But I think that's where the special attack stops catching up, and then it gets boosted with everything else. Still has the same weaknesses. I don't see any new, like, fake moves, except for Tartantrum. That one's a little bit of a new one. And I wonder if Uzma would have been able to learn that or not. But this is the TMs. The move tutor pretty much the same. Not worried about breeding. And I still like the shiny. It basically makes it look like it's made out of sand instead of, like, asphalt, which is nice, actually. It's kind of nice. I like that a lot. But then we have Uzma over here. It's a fire rock type with the ability Iron Fist or hidden ability Intimidate. I like the regular ability a little bit more just because the fact it learns a lot of punching moves. So it makes sense for Dina, especially with having 4 arms, makes a lot of sense. When Muck became too hot, their bodies transitioned into molten lava. Uzma feed off pools of lava to continue to maintain their high body temperature, which is actually, I love this. This is actually really nice. Like I said, it's just, it makes me think of, like, I don't remember the name, but it's the main bad guy for Moana. I'm going to remember about it later, but I don't remember. So put it in the screen now. You can get it, you can naturally get it and stuff like that, but look at that amazing attack stat. Like I said, the special attack kind of stopped catching up, but then that's where HP, defense came in, a lot of attacks, some speed, so like, that is really good. Now, it does gain another extra double weakness, but honestly, it's actually worth it. It looks bad. It looks so bad, eh? Let me see. So Tartantrum is the only move that it gets that's, like, new, that I don't know anything about. Still have the regular TM. I think usage is a lot more because it gained fire type instead of poison type. Pretty much has the same move to it, but I think it gained like 1 or 2 more punches. And then I want to see the sign. Oh, it's purple. I love it. That is so beautiful. I love that shiny. Alrighty, we have Egho Spearow over here. It's a darker fighting type with Defiant and Adaptability as its hidden nature. I like the adaptability. I like that a lot. And I'm sorry, this guy just makes me think of Punk Goth, honestly. And I love it. It's kind of cool, actually. It's like regular Spearow got tired of, you know, being called the angry dude. So he just took over his entire persona. He's like, I'm angry with the world! This Spear became an invasive species because it has no natural predators. In order to stay at the top of the food chain, it adapted into a vicious predator. Okay, so regular Spearow evolved into this because of the different environments, which is actually kind of nice. It's a common encounter. Wow, that's an amazing attack stat, honestly. Amazing attack and speed stat for a base stage Pokemon, honestly. Wow. Okay. So it's double quad weak to fairy, which is not too bad, but honestly, like, there's not that many weaknesses. So honestly, it's really good. Peck, beat up, It's an amazing moveset, honestly. Just for being a Spearow. And then no new moves, like no new moves is what I meant to say. Like no like fakemon moves or regional variant moves or like new moves. I don't know if you want to come into that. Just kind of reading on here. Roost and Sucker Punch is like it's really good that it still gets that. Kind of curious what the shiny is. But it does go to Egho Spear to Egho Fear. And what's the shiny? Oh, I love it. It's purple. I love it. It's purple. Ooh, I love the purple. Instead of everything going green, everything's going purple. And honestly, I'm here for the purple vibe. I am so here for the purple vibe. I love it so much. But we have Fear over here, with still Defiant and Adaptability, which adaptability is really amazing for it. Defiant is pretty decent, but adaptability is really amazing for it. Because its wings are too thin to fly effectively, instead using them as weapons, fanning them out to sweep opponents in all different directions. Okay, so it can't fly because I know it starts fighting, so it can't fly. But it's one of those. It adapted them to be kind of like the ninja fans, I guess you would say. Like in TMNT 2012, April used I forgot the name of it, but basically it was like the metal fan. The Fearow makes me think of that whenever it has the Pokedex entry. You can get this pretty much everywhere. 112 attack, 110 speed. This pretty much is like, I'm a glass cannon that hits fast and hits hard, honestly. Like, but it makes sense. And as I think the move pool is actually like pretty crazy. Yeah, Leaf Blade, High Jump Kick, Crunch, and like it gets a lot. Which I did forget, Ambush is actually a new move. I actually had that. Actually, I like it pretty good. But like it gets a lot of good moves, honestly. A lot of good TMs too. Like, holy crap. And then it still gets the Roost, which is really good. But with it having no defenses, I actually don't think Roost is going to be that good for it. But still nice to kind of get, because it does have some form of like recovery. And then what does the shiny look like? Oh, I love the purple. I love the purple. Alright, now we have over here the Egho Hoothoot, which is a darker flying type. And I'm so happy they gave Hoothoot. Because I love the idea of Hoothoot. But the fact that like it never really got anything, so I kind of like that it has this. This is so cool and amazing. Abilities Unnerve and No Guard. No Guard is not that bad actually. I don't know if it gets to keep it when it goes into the final evolution. I'm not sure, but even though, that's kind of cool actually. The crescent on its head grows brightest when the moon is full. It can confuse prey by convincing them that the moon is coming out right at them when it's really just bird. It's just a bird. Look up at the sky. It's a cloud. It's a moon. No, it's your enemy. Amazing HP and amazing special attack. Okay, so it's got a little bit of a thickness to it. Just like type effectiveness, no double weaknesses, which is pretty good. Pretty sure it makes sense with the weaknesses it has. Hypnosis, Nightshade. Okay, it learns a lot of good moves, honestly. Like, I like the moves. I loved the final evolution for the Noctowl, because it does have its own Fakemon evolution, which is kind of nice. I'll probably still go over it again whenever I do. I will just omit those, because I know I've already talked about them. So, like, it goes into Egho Noctowl, and then into Grimfowl. Oh, I love the shiny. It just gets darker. It's just like, okay, normally shinies, you know, have like the thing where it's like, oh my gosh, he can easily see me now because of a different color. Now it's like, no, I'm now more better. Has still have Unnerve and No Guard. And then because it just says, Noctowl uses the crest on his head to reflect light into the eyes of his prey. On moonless nights, one may mistake the crest as the actual moon. Okay, I like that. Still using the moon to advantage and stuff like that. Nice HP, no attack, but it makes sense considering his typing with the dark and the flying. And I love the special attack. Like, it got, I don't know if I got a buff, but like it works really well with the typing instead of being normal flying. I don't see no new moves, but again, the regular moves it gets is really good, plus the nasty plot. Holy crap, I actually had a problem with that with Grimfowl. But then, okay, hold it. Ooh, I love it. It's just dark as the night. I'm sorry, that's just so cool. Then it does evolve into Grimfowl. This is the final evolution of Egho Hoothoot and the Fakemon, with still Unnerve and No Guard, which is No Guard actually kind of good because it learns Hurricane. Now, I'm pretty sure it does have HP stat to combat that, but still, having like a note. That's why Hurricane kept hitting. I guarantee that's why Hurricane kept hitting on that one fight, against the champion. Our so-called champion of the region in that the tower. I bet that's why. In ancient times, people believed Grimfowl to be the harbinger of death, sent from the underworld. Nowadays, it uses its feathers it uses a funeral decor. I could see that, and that's kind of nice, you know what I mean? I kind of see that, that's kind of nice. And I was right, a really good HP stat to block the no guard a little bit. And it's one of those that got pretty decent defense and special defense that ate this special attack, though. That's nice. That is very nice. That is why, like, one of those, it got one nasty plot off and it swept my entire team. But that would be the reason why Hurricane kept landing, because I was waiting for Hurricane to miss. I don't know if it did or not. But that would make sense why it didn't. We're all good here. Move level up. It learns a lot of good moves. Like I said, it does learn the Hurricane. And, like, Night Days. Like, so, like, these, like, all these, like, low accuracy moves, it just becomes, oh my gosh. So, like, no guard on this Pokemon is actually really good. This is all the teams that can learn pretty decent amount. And it's one of those move tutors I kind of like. Rooster's really good that it can learn. The breeding moves. I can learn acrobatics. Nice. And I just love the shiny. It's just, I am the knight. It's basically just a bird version of Batman. It's that one universe where Batman was an owl instead of a bat. That's basically what it is. That's basically what it is. Now we have the Egho Azurill. I managed to kind of see this once or twice. I'm not 100% sure that I got to see it as the Egho Azurill, so we're about to find out a little bit. But it is now a normal rock type, which I kind of like. Has the ability Huge Power just as a regular ability, and then a hidden ability is Dry Skin, which honestly for rock type is pretty good actually. And like even then, just by itself having Huge Power is amazing. At birth, the tip of Azurill's tail holds a pebble no larger than a grain of sand. Over time, the pebble grows into a rock too large for Azurill to carry, forcing it to evolve. So it's basically using the hermit style training, where it carries around a rock and it gets so big to where it has to evolve. Like, holy crap, actually, no wonder it's got huge power. So right now with the Huge Power, it goes from 40 to 80, which, holy crap, even for a baby Pokemon, that's amazing. Holy crap. That's a decent move. That's pretty decent moves for a Azurill. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty decent moves. Really good move sets. Ooh, Drain Punch. Okay. Okay. And then, oh. Wait, with the Rock Instance, you can go back to the baby form, and, oh, you need a Rock Instance to make the baby form, and then evolve it with Friendship. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, the regular shiny just looks like Meryl. I'm sorry, that's cute. That is so cute and so cool. Basically, it's like shiny. It's just like, oh, I'm a regular Meryl, just with the boulder. We have Egho Meryl over here, which is now a rock and fighting type with Huge Power. That is scary. That is really scary, actually. With the ability Dry Skin. Uses tail to swing around the rock end with ease. When not in combat, uses the rock as a perch to see above tall grass and watch for enemies. Now, I think we did get to see him once or twice. I'm not 100% sure. But we have the base stats over here with Huge Power. Goes from 50 to 100, which is really good. With it losing the normal typing, it loses some of the quad weaknesses, but it does gain a little bit extra weaknesses from the fighting. But even then, Karate Chop, yeah, like it has a pretty decent move pool. Kind of. I think hopefully it learns a lot more moves than the Azurill. Because its TM usage is insane. Plus the move tutor. A lot of the move tutor by itself, Aqua Tail, Drain Punch, Zen Headbutt. Like, holy crap, it learns a lot of good from that. And the shiny, of course, is the blue from Meryl, so that's just amazing. I love the look of all that. Now, this is one we didn't get to see. Has Huge Power or Dry Skin, and I love the way it just holds it. Like, this is pretty much my weapon now. My tail is my weapon, which is amazing, actually. In battle, Azurill uses his tail as a flail or warhammer, swinging and smashing into enemies. Outside of battle, it swings its tail fancily to attract a worthy partner. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that. I love this. This is one of those, I like Azurill a lot, and just this Pokemon makes it look so cool. So that goes from 80 to 160. I think it loses some of the defense stats it had, but it still kept like the HP stat. And with Huge Power, it gained a lot more attack, I think, than the regular one. There we go. Now we got a lot more of the fighting moves, a lot more of the good, more diversity. This is nice. I like the moveset here. This is very good. Like I said, still with being rock and fighting, you get to a lot of good moves you can learn. A lot of the move tutor learns by itself is just really good, honestly. And I still love the shiny. And it seems like this one's a little bit more bluer, which I like the fact. It makes it more pop out, which is really cool. This is Egho Trubbish. Basically looks like a garbage can, which I'm sorry. I like that. It's just so cool. Instead of being out in the wild, he's just like, I'm now grouch. Me. But it is a poison steel type with ability battle armor and ability filter. Both abilities are actually really good for this Pokemon. It really is. As a result of urban cleanup initiatives, many Trubbish were mistakenly thrown in a garbage can, being too weak to escape. They instead repurposed the cans as armor. That I like. Okay, so basically, because it's in a city and they don't really garbage bags everywhere, they just pretty much put in the trash can. And Trubbish, instead of coming out, it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna take this. This is my home now. Cool. So I like that. I'm pretty sure with it being steel type, it gained a bunch of defense and stuff like that, which is kind of cool actually. It does gain the quad weakness to ground, but it does get rid of the psychic type weakness and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. I don't see no super new moves, but by itself, it learns a pretty decent set of moves here. Lot of TM usage. Ooh, really good move tutor TM. Okay, move tutor. I like that a lot. And then, oh, I love the shiny. It goes from a green to a purple. It just stays brown, which is really nice. Oh, I realized too, instead of the brown dots, it's the green dots. That's really cool, actually. But then you have Egho Garbodor, which is basically just a giant dumpster, which I'm sorry, again, I just love. Still kept a battle armor and filter. When Trubbish eat enough to get too big for their can, they'll evolve into a Garbodor. They get larger with the more waste they stuff in the dumpster. Okay. So it's kind of one of those you reap what you sow. You keep throwing stuff away, and it turns into this giant monster. Like, it's kind of cool, actually. I expected the decent defense stats, although the special attack kind of threw me off a little bit. And I'm pretty sure the HP, but the special attack kind of threw me off. I was expecting more of like a physical attacker, so that's kind of cool actually. And so, like I said, it kept up with the special theme a little bit. The sludge bomb, the flash cannon, actually really cool. Actually, I like how it's a special attacker in this one. Garbodor is regular physical, while this one's special. I kind of like that actually. I like that a lot. Lot of good TM move pool coverage, and a lot of the move tutor pool now makes more sense because I think a lot of it was special beforehand. And then yes, it just kept with the purple and the green vibe. Basically, that was so cool. Honestly, there's not a shiny I have not liked. I know with the regular Pokemon, some of the shinies are not good. I love every single shiny so far with the Egho forms. Now we have Egho Swablu. This was the very first Swablu that you're able to find because that one person was like, I thought I saw 6 Swablu. Never got to get it. So I am sad that we never got to get this Pokemon because I would have loved this one. It looks really cool. I like how it's all bundled up because now it's a normal and ice type. I love the ability to levitate. And I love the hidden ability, Contrary, because I think, like, normal and ice type get some moves where it can take usage of that effect, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be more Altaria where it gets more usage of that move for those. Swablu tuck themselves into the cottony feathers they have to keep warm during blizzards. Flocks hum in unison as they bundle up. Nice! They remind me of, like, penguins a little bit. Probably still... Okay. Swablu and Altaria used to be really good tanks. Now it seems like we're going for more special offensive tank, which is nice actually. Okay, so we're still got, a lot of their hair like that. I like some of the move pull. Wow, there's a lot of good move pull in this little guy. There's the TM, there's the move tutor, which I like the move tutor. It does get roost and defog, which is really good. And then it goes with Egho Altaria, and then the shiny. Oh, I like the shiny. It's green. It's green. It's no green birdie. It's green birdie. But then we have Egho Altaria, which is a dragon ice instead of dragon flying, which I kind of like actually. It lost the flying and it gained the ice, which is kind of cool actually. Still ability and Contrary. Now this is where I think Contrary is going to come up a lot more, like Draco Meteor. That's already one good one there. Altaria's body is so cold that sometimes freezes the moisture in the air around it into crystals. If you hear an Altaria song, you can be sure a hailstorm is coming. They remind me of Frostlass a little bit. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. Really good special attacker. Wow! Speed! Wow, it gained a lot of speed. Because normally it would have like pretty good defenses, really good special defense, really good HP. It lost some of the special defense for speed and special attack, which is nice actually. And that's actually really cool. Like, okay, it learns D-Dance. Okay. Probably for speed more than anything. But 105 speed gained to almost 170. I can see that really well. Okay, so we got a lot of dragon type moves. Ooh, it learns freeze dry, which is pretty nice actually. Pretty sure it does learn like Draco Meteor. There it is. I'm like Draco Meteor with Contrary, dude. That's just amazing, honestly. That is just so amazing. Oh, you can flame charge the prior one. Okay. And it's a little green bird. It's a little green bird. I like how the fact that the dragons so far, their shinies have been green to show like original dragons, which is kind of cool for me at least. That's just so cool. Next we have the Egho Lotad. It's one of those I never got to show off, I think not this much, except for the base form, which is the Ludicolo. But it's just a cook. It's got a frying pan as a head instead of a lily. That's just so cool. It's got an egg. It's got Harvest and Dry Skin. Now, Harvest is really good. I've come to realize Harvest is one of really good abilities. And then Dry Skin is a really good ability as well. It's really good. Lotad were used to carry ingredients for chef many years ago, eventually adapting to serve other purposes in the kitchen. Lotad is a naturally occurring stovetop. Okay. That's kind of nice, actually. So, Lotad with the lily pad and everything was used to help cooks and stuff like that. So, just over time, they adapted to the kitchen and stuff like that, where it gained the fire and steel typing, which is actually kind of nice. Really good special attack and stuff like that. It's got a really good move pull, honestly. And then it's got a really good TM move pull. Even, ooh, Dazzling Gleam, Fire Punch, Heat Wave. Nice, actually. That's actually nice. But it goes from the Lotad to Lombre to Ludicolo. Where's the shiny? It's purple. I love the purple. And it's got green eggs and ham. But I love the purple. I'm sorry. I love how everything's now purple instead of green. That just makes it so amazing, honestly. But now we're starting to see where this Pokemon, you know, coming into the chef, where it uses the pan and everything. That's just kind of cool. Still Harvest and Dry Skin. The flat surface on top of his head sits at a constant 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect for frying almost any dish a chef could dream up of, which is nice, actually. Still, I think it's still the same, but Ludicolo, normal stats, it has special attack and stuff like that. Still has the same weaknesses. Has a lot of more loot pool, which is really cool. And I think this is one of those where instances where you have to evolve the Lombre to what you want and then evolve it to Ludicolo. I don't know if that was just something I was just not having trouble with, but it seemed like once I evolved it into Ludicolo, it didn't learn any more moves. So I had to keep it as a Lombre and then evolve it. It's got a really good TM move pull. I love the move tutor TM pull still. I just love this. It's actually kind of really good. And then I love the shiny. It just stays purple. I love the purple more than like anything else. I just love the purple. The purple's so good. Purple is a nice aesthetic versus green, honestly. And then Ludicolo, where he has like the whole meal on top of his head and he's keeping it hot. Like, that's just so cool. Still has Harvest and Dry Skin. Anything cooked on top of his head gains a unique flavor, which is different for each individual Ludicolo. Some restaurants' main attraction is a specific Ludicolo flavoring. That's actually kind of nice. So let's say you have like 6 of them, because I'm pretty sure you put one day off in the week. You could have a different Ludicolo served for a different day, and that would make different flavors for all your foods, and that'd be something to bring customers into. Like, that's actually kind of cool from a cook standpoint. Like, at that point, it'd be good to have like multiple Ludicolo. And have like one Ludicolo work each day or something like that. So that way you get like different flavors and make customers come back for different things. Which is kind of nice, actually. I like that there's a defense and special attack there. I think it was more special defense as a regular Ludicolo. I'm not sure, but I still like it. The weaknesses are still pretty much the same. This level up moveset, like I said, it does say it learns this, but I can't remember if I had a problem with this or not. I'm not sure. I do apologize if I do not remember. Still a really good TM, still good move tutor. Not worried about breeding. I just want to see the shiny. I don't know if it's because it's yellow, but so far, like, I still love it that it's purple instead of green, but I'm not digging the yellow accents. But that's just me personally. I still think it looks good as far as the shiny, going from the red to the purple, but I'm not a fan of the yellow. I am sorry about that. Here we have the Egho Magnemite, where instead of being an electric and steel type, it is now a grass and steel type, with Overgrow or Regenerator or Analytic. Now, a Regenerator Analytic I do like a lot. I just love this little guy. He's just like, I'm just vibing, man. One of those I couldn't end up power plant, so I just vibe with the forest and become one with nature. Once Hadesport City platooned to urbanization, many Magnemite migrated to the Genesis Forest. Over the years, they become one with plant life, so pretty much what I just said. They didn't have no factories, no anything else, and they're just like, we're just gonna vibe with the wood. It gained attack instead of special attack, which I like a lot, and it has some special defense. Okay, I like that. This is the weaknesses and stuff like that. And I love the move pool, honestly, like Seed Bomb, Iron Head, and Learn Leech Seed, right? Yeah, it's Learn Leech Seed. Like, it has a lot of good moves. It really does. TMs that has a lot of good TMs. Ooh, Blue Tutor. Ooh, Giga Drain, Seed Bomb. Okay, I like that a lot. I want to see what the shiny is. Ooh, okay. Okay, I like the shiny. Makes me think of like the like fall colors or like the brambles instead of like lush greens. It's like a bramble, prickly type. So there is that. Now it goes from Egho Megamite to Egho Magnetone, which is pretty cool. And it still has Overgrow, Regenerator, and Analytic. Instead of attaching to each other like standard Magnemite, these Magnetone are grown from the original Magnemite form. So instead of being magnetized, it pretty much came together like roots, and that's how you get Magnetone, which I kind of like. I like the spin on it being with the grass type and everything. Still amazing attack, amazing special defense and stuff like that. It already has special defense, if I remember. It just has special attack instead of attack, which I like the flip-flop. I like the flip-flop a lot because you get like magical, you get like Horn Leech, which is really good. You get Horn Leech, that's what it was. Horn Leech, Iron Head, Magnet Bomb, Seed Bomb. Like you get a lot of good physical type moves as far as grass and steel type, which helps it a lot. And then you have all these TM moves, pretty good. Move Tutor, like I said, the Seed Bomb's really good. The Zen Headbutt Earth Power is really good. Again, like I said, instead of being like lush greens, it's like that fall or like that bramble, that really hard stuff, which I kind of like actually. It's really cool actually. Then you have the Egho Magnezone, and I love it. It basically took the, like, instead of having the Venusaur as like the plant, you have Magnezone as the plant now, which is kind of cool. It gained like a Torterra status versus like an overgrown magnet status, which I like a lot. Still kept the same abilities. Magnezone will result of some mutation causing one of the Magnetone's body to absorb the other two and go rapidly in power. So basically it's one of those, the Magnetones were just like, we're into no power for now. And it goes into one, which I like. I like that a lot. Love the attack stat, love the special defense stat. I love all the stats and everything. It still kept all the weaknesses. And there's a lot of new moves now, like Woodhammer, Fissure. I think that's some of the extra ones there. Besides, like, there's stuff like right here. TM move pull is really still good. Still love the move tutor moves. And then, ooh, okay. So, like I said, some of the fall and a lot of the bramble. I love the shiny, actually. It's really cool. Like I said, it makes me think of fall / like brambles and stuff like that. So this one is really cool. I like it. Okay. This video might be a little bit long, so I am sorry if it is a little bit long. But we have the Egho Tangela. It is electric and steel typing. And it looks like basically like they were driven from the forest, probably from Magnemite, so they went to the sewers and then they gained the electric typing, which is kind of cool. That's just something I'm thinking about. Voltazor, Motor Drive, are static. After its habitat was destroyed to make way for a larger city, Tangela was forced to adapt by using leftover wires from the maintenance tunnel for his new body. So instead of being outdriven by the Magnemite because of Hazeport City being a bigger and bigger city, they had to go underneath, and instead of using vines, they just had to grab wires, which is actually kind of nice. It's one of those, like, it had to adapt, and then when it adapted, it made a whole new Pokemon. I like that a lot, actually. Okay, so we're seeing a defensive wall over here with some special attack. I'm liking that, actually, with it being electric and steel. And discharge, ooh, okay, still kept some of those, still kept a lot of the grass-type moves, which is nice. It just gained extra moves from, like, thunder, electric, and steel. I like that a lot. I love the move pull TMs over here. Move Tutor, that's a pretty good Move Tutor thing. I like that, actually. I want to see what the shiny looks like. Okay, I love the shiny. I'm sorry, they're just cool. Because like, that makes me think of, like, audio cables and, like, cables you use for, like, gaming and stuff like that. Then this makes me think of, like, actual, like, electrical wires and stuff like that you would use, which is actually kind of cool. And then evolves into Egho Tangrowth, which this is so cool. It's just like... With still kept the same abilities, Voltazor, Motor Drive, and Static. Tangrowth has the ability to absorb and supply electricity through the prongs at the end of his arms, enabling it to act as a sort of living battery. Which is, I like that. This is really cool. I love it still. Wow, a lot of HP, a lot of defense. Not bad special defense. So instead of special defense, I went straight to HP, but I love that. And it went way more special attacker, which is nice being electric and steel. Because, oh, actually pretty decent speed there, honestly, for one that big. Because, like, a lot of electric is a lot of special attack. You don't find that many physical electric types. Well, you do, but you don't find a lot of moves. So, like, still being a special attacker makes it to where electric typing is really good. And it can still get useful from the grass. And then there's... Notice steel is becoming a mixture. You can make it physical, you can make it special. I love all the TMs over here. I love the move tutor TMs. And it seems like I gained a few more. I'm not sure. Like Heat Wave is really good for it to learn. And then, oh, that's a different set of wires than the first one. Because the first one made me think of, like... So the regular one makes me think of, like, audio cables, like, regular gaming cables. Like, the cables you would have, like, in the house. And then the Tangela made me think of ones you would find like inside the walls and stuff like that. This makes me just think of just like regular wires, halfway like rave colors, if anything. I like that a lot, actually. So here we have the Egho Happini. We got to see the Chansey and the Blissey, but never the Happini. And I'm sorry, this little kitty's like, my egg. My egg. I'm sorry, I think this is so cute. But it's got Anger Point, Reckless, and Own Tempo with it being a Fighting and Fairy type. Okay, I like that. I actually like that a lot, actually. I like that a lot. Actually. In order to adapt to an environment of egg-stealing predators, Happini has become aggressive and territorial. It carries an egg-shaped rock in its pouch. Nice! So, like, instead of being able to be like, oh, hey, here you go, I can heal you and stuff like that, it got taken advantage of from, like, the egg-stealing predators, so now it's become the direct opposite. So instead of being all helpful and stuff, it's like, leave me alone. I like that. That's really cool. 100 attack stat? What? Dang. So basically, yeah, it went full opposite of Chansey. Instead of being Chansey being a tank, it became the opposite. It became a hard hitter. Like, holy crap, it's got no special attack. It still has no special defense. So, like, one gust and it's dead, but it just depends on if it's gonna live. You're gonna live the hit. Dang. It's like one of those, like, if you're gonna defeat me, you gotta live me first. And holy crap, it's like, oh my god, I'm thinking they're both set for a 2 to level 100 attack. And it gets bulk up. It gets bulk up. Oh my gosh, it's like terrifying. That is very terrifying. Holy crap, it's got a good move pull by move tutor. Holy crap. I am now scared of this Pokemon. Holy crap, okay. Then you have Egho Chansey and Egho Blissey, which we did get to see these two. Oh, the shiny. I love the shiny. Oh, that looks so good. I love the shiny. Shiny is so fantastic. I just love it. So then, wait. Okay, I had to go back to the top then because it is not letting me pick that. But then we have Egho Chansey over here, which is still the fighting and fairy type. Anger Point, Reckless, Own Tempo. Wait, did that change? I don't know if it did or not. But it's one of those, like, it's just like, I love it, so cool. Chansey still exists for protecting eggs that even defend the nest of other Pokemon species. He uses his rock as a decoy egg to trick other predators. So instead of trying to give out eggs to heal and stuff like that, now it's okay. So it used to be like the mom that used to give out like the candy and the treats and make sure to heal the boo-boos and everything. Now, instead of being that type of mom, now it's the other flip, where it's like the mama bear, where it's like, you gotta come after my kids! Oh! So, yeah, I like how it flipped the switch. Instead of being a caring mom, now it's the angry mama bear, which is kind of cool, actually. I like that about that. Why do you have to hit that hard? No, I think that's okay. I can't remember if anything died of Chansey, but if I did, that makes sense. Holy crap, 250 attack stat. What? That's max attack. That is max attack. Dang. Chansey is not playing around. And holy cow, it gets like clear up submission and 8-bomb and holy crap. I am terrified of this Pokemon now. I am terrified. And like, I learned a lot of good TMs. The move potent G-Tutor. Oh, I love the blackness, honestly. It just makes me think of the mama. Oh my gosh. But like, no. Okay, so how are you going to make this thing even more buff? Because like, okay, it's got a 450 attack stat. 450 total. Max attack is 105. Like, I'm scared to think of anything. Okay, so it still kept the same ability as Chansey. I'm not sure if it kept the same ability as Happini. Because of the strong bond with the trainer, Blissey will do anything in his power to keep the trainer safe. Blissey are often considered too overbearing. So again, it's just it's pretty much Mama Bear and Protective Mom formed in one thing, which is kind of nice actually. 255 and gained 5 points in attack, which didn't need because already had 250. But it gained a lot of it, HP, and it gained a decent amount of speed. Like, it's got nothing on the special side, so like, you have to hit it specially, because if not, it's also at the same time as one of those, like, put a choice scarf on it. Oh my god, put a choice scarf on it. Oh my god. That'd be insane, a choice scarf on it. I'm pretty sure that'd be competitive stat for it. Choice scarf. Because, like, 255, you don't need to do anything. Oh my gosh. It can have, because I forgot they go level 150, 1,000 attack. Naturally with EVs, no buffs or anything. At level 100, it would have 669. Ugh, that is insane. And I think it still learns bulk up. It still learns bulk up. But even then, just Choice Scarf in this thing would be so deadly. That'd be so deadly. Oh my gosh. Like, this Pokemon terrifies me. This Pokemon terrifies me. It terrifies me. I'm going to have to show... Okay, I love the black shiny. Like, it's one of those, like, this is a fakemon? Okay, I'm back. I'm going to have to show that off to, like, my other YouTube friends, because holy tack! If that Chansey was real? Oh, that Blissey was real? But anyway, run now to Egho Oddish. This is a Ghost and Poison type with Levitate, which is really good, and Effect Spore. I like Levitate a little bit more because it gets rid of the one weaknesses, but Effect Spore could be really nice. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know, maybe just because it got uprooted, so it just kind of died. As Oddish just happened to change, they failed to adapt quick enough, which causes leaves to wilt. Nowadays, these Oddish can be seen in dark caves and forests. So basically, it couldn't adapt in enough time, so it adapted to be dead. It's like, I died, and that is now my thing. That is now my thing. We're still gonna go with the special attack and stuff like that, which is really good. With the added ghost typing, which is really good. You learn a lot of good. Yeah. This makes sense. Honestly, this with Hex, holy crap! Like, that was so busted for me when I had the evolution. Because there's two different evolutions for this. I'm gonna go over both of them in this one. Like I said, it's gonna help get rid of some of like the fakemon a little bit, and then it's gonna help make this a little bit longer. But it's already like a good almost hour long. I don't know. That's before the cuts too. But it goes into Egho Oddish, Egho Gloom, then it goes into Vileplume or Mortisum. Oh, I love the shiny. It just adds to the dead look so much more. I love it, actually. But we have Egho Gloom, which does Levitate and Effect Store, Grass and Poison type. Despite their abiotic features, when exposed to enough light, Oddish may evolve into Gloom. Gloom used decorative skulls to scare away other Pokemon. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, no skulls. Just like, I'm dead. No, okay, that's not a thing. Now my life now, I'm just dead. This is his effective weaknesses. I love the move pool it still gets. Like I said, it still gets a really good move pool. Just between the Stun Spore, Sleep Powder, and Hex. Like, and Poison Gas, which I think is where it poisons Pokemon. But I think it still does get, like, Poison Powder. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Okay, I have no idea what just happened here. I should still be on Gloom. But I still got really good move pool. I didn't say that one. I actually kind of like that one a little bit. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. I love that. That is nice. But we have Vileplume over here, the Egho Oddish final evolution with Levitate and Effect Spore. Still kept the Ghost Poison typing, which I kind of like actually. As rotten pollen is turned into deadly spores. Vileplume lives disassociated from any other living beings due to their spores being too dangerous for any ecosystem. Okay, so it's pretty much the lineament and body of death. They thought that the Grimthal was the harbinger of death. No, this is the bringer of death. This is the actual bringer of death. Love the defensive special attack stages, the stats and stuff like that. It still has the same effectiveness. And like I said, you get Will-O-Wisp too. So like Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, Will-O-Wisp, Hex. Like it's one of those. Like it is one of. Okay, Spore was a sleeper. You do get Spore. You get Spore with Hex. Like and then Will-O-Wisp with Hex. Like holy crap! You are going to make sure you're going to be the most annoying Pokemon on the field, and I love that about it. You get a pretty decent move pull from the naturally, and then the move tutor is still really good. And then, like I said, oh, hey, we got to go back. Actually, I love the shiny with that. Just dark and deathness. It's just dark and deathness. We're going to go to the top over here, because that's going to let us get to the other Pokemon, which is Mortisum. It is a Ghost and Fairy typing. It is the Egho version of Blossom, with Levitate and Healer as the hidden ability. So they all have Levitate, but then Blossom gets Healer as a hidden ability, which is nice actually. Managed to get rid of his body from the poisonous spores. Despite its destructive past, his will to focus and act towards the greater good has remained. So the Vileplume, basically Egho Gloom has two choices. Either to go with its destructive path and just be the most destructive, death-bringing thing you could be, or it could try to leave its destructive capabilities behind and try to be like a healer, just a dead healer. That's kind of cool, actually. I like that. Still has a pretty decent attack stat. I think it traded a couple other stats for a couple other different stats. I'm not sure. But the move pool, you gain a lot of fairy type moves. You gain a lot of fairy type moves, a lot of healing moves. So, like, Hex wouldn't be as good, but, like, Ominous Wind could be really good. Shadow Ball could still be really good. Like, just because it makes it a healer instead of, like, an annoying Pokemon doesn't mean it can't still do some damage, honestly. I love the move pool. With the added being fairy type, there's a lot of psychic type moves it can learn. I don't know if it can learn it before. Dazzling Gleam is a good one. I think it still has the same, but I'm not 100% sure. I feel like there's more, but I want to see the shiny of it. I love the dress just change colors. I love the dress just change colors. That's so cool. Now, I don't think I got to see any of these. I'm not sure, but I still want to show them off. Egho Chikorita. Instead of being a normal grass, it is a grass and dragon, which I love the fact that because it's grass and dragon, it looks like a dragon fruit. That's just amazing, honestly. I just love how it's a dragon fruit. Chlorophyll and regenerator, which is actually kind of nice. Chikorita's thick, spiky exterior protects it from the most predators. The tips of spikes are coated in a sweet and sticky substance that humans love, but repulses most Pokemon. No, I remember the Chikorita video TikTok where it showed them cutting it up and serving it. Now it just makes me think they're gonna eat this Chikorita. Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. Oh, there was a plateau. No, wait, I think I got the Cyndaquil. I'm not 100% sure. Wow, a lot of HP. No attack. A lot of HP. Okay, I'll let the move pool. Okay, so I like this guy. Sleep Powder, Magnaflow. I like this move pool a lot, actually. And it has Weather Ball. Okay, I wonder if the evolutions are to use that to their abilities. A lot of good move pool with it being Dragon type. Dazzling Gleam, Dragon Pulse, Giga Drain. Wow, a lot of good moves, actually. It goes into Eggo Bayleaf and then Eggo Meganium. And then the shiny. Oh, it's green! It's green. Oh, I didn't see that little bitty dragon fruit tail. It's so cute. But I still love how they're going with the dragon fruit theme. I just love how it's dragon fruit, honestly. Just so cool. I love this. Like, so far, this is my favorite Eggo of the Gen 3 the Gen 2 starters. Venusaur is my one for Gen 2. For Gen 1, Bayleaf so far is for Gen 3. The red part of Bayleaf is leathery hard, where the white bottom half of Bayleaf is quite soft. Being vulnerable here requires Bayleaf to be constantly vigilant of his surroundings. Okay. A lot of HP. I think Bayleaf and Meganium were meant to be like HP tanks, so it's still having its HP stat is really good. It has like no attack now. I think it was like a mixed attacker. It has like no attack. Baton Pass, Tri-Attack. Okay, we're learning a lot of good moves here. Still has a lot of good TM move coverage and everything. I still love the move tutor TMs. And then, ooh, I love the green. It's just so cool. I just love that. That's like so cool. Like, it looks like basically Chikorita. Like, it looks like the Chikorita basic line with the Bayleaf and everything, which is so cool. And then last but not least, you have Eggo Meganium, which I'm sorry, it's just, I love it so much. It's just so cool. The black dots scattered around the white portion of Meganium are seeds. They get scattered around when it battles, eventually leading to the growth of fruit-bearing trees. Okay, so I like that. You get the Meganium and basically just get access to Dragon Fruit Freeze, which is nice. Actually, I love that a lot. Holy crap, it's a lot of HP. That's a lot of HP. That's a lot of HP. That's a lot of HP. It still has the same weaknesses. You get synthesis as a thingy. I think that's pretty much it. But I still love the move pool it has. I love the TM capability it has. There's a lot of TM capabilities. I love the move tutor. Like, you get Draco Meteor, of course. And, like, I still love it. You get Frenzy Plant. And I still love how it just looks like the Meganium colors, which is so amazing, actually. Now we have Eggo Cyndaquil over here being a fire and electric type. And I'm sorry, that actually makes a lot of sense. Considering you can learn like Thunder Punch and other stuff like that with other generations. It makes so much sense, and it's actually kind of nice that it gained the electric typing. Looks like it'll be a little fluffy little cloud. But it's got static and cloud 9. So that's why I thought, oh, that would be cloud. And it has cloud 9, which is kind of cool. Cyndaquil's always producing a small amount of volcanic ash, which is electrically charged. It'll be tough to handle for new trainers. Okay. So, I think I might have gotten this Pokemon. I'm not 100% sure. I just might not have used them because it didn't have a good nature, which I figured out now that natures can change. So, it's not your fault. It's nothing about that. That's strictly me. I wish I would have done my research better. A lot of special attack, which is nice, but with getting the electric type, because I always felt like for me, Typhlosion was a really good Pokemon, but with being base fire and not learning many other moves, like Especially after Gen 2, where the Gen 3, where the physical vegetable split, Typhlosion lost a lot of his usage. Because, like, you had Flamethrower, you had Swift for, like, some normal type damage, but you gained, like, Thunder Punch for, like, electric type damage, and it was special still, so it was really good for Typhlosion. He's one of the Pokemon I feel like that got really nerfed with the special physical split. And with his move pull just in general, because, like, that's a really good move pull. It gains a lot of good moves here. TN compatibility is really good, like, with electric typing, he learns a lot more moves. I love the move tutor, like Ancient Power, Dark Pulse, Earth Power. Wow, it gains a lot of good moves from move tutor. Where regular Typhlosion just really didn't. Then you have the Egho Quilava and Egho Typhlosion, which I'm sorry, I love Egho Typhlosion. Meganium is still good to me, but oh my gosh. And then, oh, I love, okay, the Shiny's amazing, actually. As far as the starters, I like this, I like the, yeah. Which is funny, because I like the Charmander Shinies, too. So it's kind of funny how, like, the two fire starters, I like the Shinies the most. But I like this. It makes me think of, like, Raikou and Entei had a little bitty baby. This would be it. This would be it, honestly. As Quilava gets stronger, it's able to better control its volcanic ash cloud. It has learned to store and use electricity generated by the cloud. Still going with the special attack stat, which is very nice. I think it's gained a little bit of speed, too. Still has the same weaknesses as before. It gains Flame Wheel as a level 0 move, so it might learn and evolve leveling up. And then you still got a bunch of good move pull coverage. Like I said, with Swift, Thunderbolt, and like Heat Wave and stuff like that, you just need like another special type move and it's good. And it learns Calm Mind. That's it. That's it. That's what you need. Like, just this by itself is just really good. It has a better TM move pull learn than anything else. And this too, like, you can learn Earth Power for Christ's sake, and it make it a lot better. You can learn Ancient Power. Like, I like the Egho more than I like the regular one. I'm sorry, I love that Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning looks so good. Then you have the final evolution, which is Egho Typhlosion. Static, Cloud 9, still same abilities and everything. Typhlosion is very dangerous to be around if it is not in a good mood. Energy that is generated from the heat and electricity matches that of a nuclear reactor. So holy crap, it probably got a really good decent buff in special attack. I'm not 100% sure because I don't know regular Typhlosion stats, but it seems to make sense. Still has the same weaknesses. You get Shockwave, okay, as a natural 0 move. So, okay, you want to level up and you get Shockwave, which is actually kind of nice. It learns Dragon Claw, like, it learns a lot of good moves. It learns like Will-O-Wisp, Volt Switch, like, it learns a lot. Oh, Cinder Breath, okay, that is a new one. And then, like I said, the move tutor is just really good. And then the shiny of this Pokemon, oh, I love it. This is the epitome of if Raikou and Entei had a baby. This is it. This is the epitome of that. It's just so good. And this is the last regional variant that we have as far as the line. Next video will be over the fakemon. That might be a little bit longer. I'm not sure. I might kind of cut and dry it just a little bit. I'm not sure quite 100% yet. I have to look at it and count it and stuff like that. But we have Egho Totodile over here. Water and poison typing, which I love that I got the poison typing actually. To me, that's actually really cool that I got that typing. Has Merciless and then Speed Boost. So, like, that's amazing. The saliva in Totodile's mouth is corrosive to most materials. That combined with a strong jaw allows it to eat almost anything it gets his mouth on. I actually like this. Oh, you got attack, special attack, and speed. And with speed boost, dude, that is going to be so scary. Agility, Poison Sting, Toxic Spikes, Water Pulse, Super Fang, Cron. Dang! It learns a lot of good moves. Oh, I might change my answer from Sonicboom to this, honestly. I might change my answer to this, because, oh my gosh, the TM learn pull is ridiculous. Oh my god, the move tutor learn pull, holy crap. Oh, I love the shiny. Oh, I love the shiny. I went with the red theme, it's just so cool. Then you got the Egho Crocodile. Merciless still speed boost. Crocodile's hunch stance appears to be an adaptation to aid in traversing cramped sewer tunnels. Rattata and Grimer are not safe or in the territory of this species. Holy crap, actually. So instead of standing up like Feraligatr, it's starting to go down, which is really cool. It's the epitome of a sewer gator, which I'm sorry is amazing, actually. Really good attack, special attack, and speed. Is getting more speed out of anything, which is kind of nice. It learns a lot of good moves. Sludge is a natural 0 move, so that's really cool. Just jump kick. Okay, oh my gosh. Like, oof, I love this Pokemon. Like, you can make this Pokemon almost into anything by the amount of TMs it can learn. And the move tutors, like, holy crap, you can use this Pokemon for a lot of different things. And I love the shiny. It's just I just love it. That's just so cool. And Egho Feraligatr. What's funny is that for Gen 1, regular Bulbasaur is my favorite. I still love the Egho Venusaur. Totodile is normally my favorite for Gen 2, and I'm kind of loving this out of all of them. So, like, my favorites are still my favorites, which is cool. Like, cause, oh my gosh, that'd be, like, so amazing to get. This form of Feraligatr thrives in the dark, murky waters of swamps and sewers. This Pokemon can cause problems in sewers because of strong jaws can rip through pipes with ease. Like, it gained a lot of speed and is a mix attacker. Like, with the right nature, holy crap, you can make this thing a fast, hard-hitting mix attacker. Or you can go attack or special if you wanted to. Venom Swipe is a new move I've never heard about before. Poison Tail, freaking Leech Life, Nasty Plot, Jump Kick, Sludge Bomb, Gunk Shot, like, dude, Dragon Claw. Like, holy crap, this Pokemon learns a lot of moves that is really good. Like I said, you could basically turn this into any Pokemon that you wanted to. Like, for any situation. Like, it's just so good and so amazing. And then again, the move tutor, like, this is one of those Pokemon where, like, you don't know what it's gonna, if you ever battling competitive against, it could be a direct counter for anything, especially with a speed boost. Put Protect on a speed boost once and then just start wrecking shop. Like, holy crap. I love the shiny. That is such a beautiful shiny. That is such a beautiful shiny. But that is all of the regional variants. So, that is all the regional variants. I still have the Fakemon video I have to do. I'm not sure how long that was going to be because there's a lot of Fakemons. I'm not sure. But I will make a video about that. And then, like I said, I do apologize. I know Atomic Reactor did tell me how to get to the post game. But I'm kind of want to go ahead and go to the next game because I want to do a more different style of videos and stuff like that. So, but like I said, I'm going to put the game in the video description. Go back to every single video, put the game in their descriptions as well. So anybody watching, they'll be able to play the game and stuff like that. Play the game is so much fun. You'll be able to discover the post game in itself, which I'm hoping is incentive for you to want to play the game because then you want to find out what the post game is. Because there is supposed to be an extensive post game where it's supposed to be really cool. But with that, I will see everybody next time. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more content, ding that bell for notifications. And like I said, with that, I'll see you next time.